Rainollon here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's the Gaze secondary. So, let us immediately start. But let's first start with the parts. The parts I'm using on my Gaze secondary: Grip, Love Tap. Love Tap gives you damage, rolls your fire rate. Believe me, you need damage for this weapon type. Chamber, Gaze. Gaze is a beam weapon that chains around enemies, which is quite nice for clearing. And Loader, Splat. Splat gives you cooler chance and magazine size, but lowers your stash chance and reload speed. Those are the parts. Now, let's start with the build. For the Gaze build, let's start. So, the mods I'm using for the Gaze build, I'm using Galvanized Diffusion for multi-shot, Galvanized Shot for stash chance and direct damage per stats on target, Galvanized Crosshairs for critical chance while aiming, Planetary Cracker for critical damage, Prime Heated Charge for heat, right over here, Frostbite for cold and stash chance, Pistol Pestilence for toxin stash chance, toxin and cold gives us viral and stash chance, and Lethal Torrent for fire rate and multi-shot. These are the mods. For the Exos Weapon Adaptive Slot mods, I will highly recommend for you to go is the Runic Extension. This will give your beam more range, and this is quite nice to have. For the Arcanes, let's start with the Kit Gun Arcane called the Pax Charge. It will turn your weapon into a battery system so you don't have to reload. You just wait a couple of seconds and it will reload for you. For the main Arcane Cascadia Flare, on Heat Status effect, which we do have right here with a decent stash chance, you will easily fill this up to the max. And what it does, on a Heat Status effect, you get 12% damage increase for 10 seconds, stacks up all the way up to 480% increased damage, which is a ton of increased damage, and this weapon kinda likes it a lot. For the stats, the fire rate is very good, magazine size is kinda low, but you have infinite ammo, reload is very fast, accuracy is very high, hold trigger, punch through is 1, it helps. Beam range is 24, with Runic Extension it's going to be much higher. Riven Disposition is good, critical chance, critical damage, multi-shot is, for me personally, by far the best in slot. You can remove Lethal Torrent or Galvanized Crosshairs for it. Critical chance is very good, critical damage is good, stash chance isn't half bad, and total damage is slightly below average. Those are the stats, the mods, the Arcane, and it's time for me to show you against the units. Alright, let's start. I'm going to spawn level 205, Steel Path for Kimberly Group dudes. Spawn them in, no buffs from strip, just raw damage for the weapon itself. You're going to aim down sight, shoot enemies in the head to get the Galvanized Crosshair stacks, while also killing enemies. You're going to generate Galvanized Chamber stacks, Galvanized Shot stacks, and also you're going to proc a bunch of heat, generating Cascadia Flare stacks. And with that, you only see your orange crits. And this is also without any buffs or armor strip, and it's doing absolutely fine. Yep, there we go. Now imagine with buffs, this thing will clear even better. You can also see at bottom right that I have 43 ammo with no maximum ammo. That's the Pax Charge system. So once you start shooting and wait a second, it will reload for you, which is quite nice. Infinite ammo. You're going to generate a bunch of viral stacks, heat stacks. One day, if we ever get a proper rework for radiation, radiation becomes like really good or meta, this radiation stacks are going to be even more deadlier. But right now, the radiation on this weapon doesn't do much. But yeah, that's it. Now it's time for me to show you in game. So let's go. And we are in. I'm up against the Corrupted enemies, the Void, Steel Path of course, it's Survival, the Map Skull mod. I'm going to show you this build here. This is without any buffs or armor strip. I will not be using any of those. Maybe armor strip against the Acolyte, maybe. We will see. And as you can see, this weapon is clearing really well. Orange crits everywhere. Very easy gameplay style. Clears for you as well, you don't need to shoot yourself. Just aim at one enemy's head and you're going to generate a ton of Galvanized Crosshair stacks. Shoot it one direction, one enemy, and it's going to clear for you thanks to chaining. There we go. Pax Charge, or how should I say it? Without Pax Charge, the maximum ammo on this weapon is kind of low. I don't know why. Is it 200? It's kind of low. So you have 43 rounds and 200 max. It's kind of lowish, I don't know why. I think it should be much higher. So Pax Charge, in my opinion, is a must-have on this weapon. Maybe you play Warframe with ammo economy, but believe me, this thing eats ammo really fast. Shoot these guys, there we go. So you wonder, why are people not using this guy? Well, we have Cyclone and Nucor. And Cyclone and Nucor are sadly better than this. But this thing does have a really good Riven disposition, and the Rivens are kind of cheap, so you can get yourself like a good roll, or buy yourself a cheap Riven, and then start rolling for good rolls. Also, both Cyclone and Nucor have to use Enervate to get those orange and yellow crits, and red crits. Well, this thing doesn't. I built this thing for crit, and it's doing absolutely fine. It has the exact same system as the Cyclone, which is the battery reload, and it has high critical damage and base damage like the Nucor. If they ever rework radiation, and radiation becomes something like, for example, vulnerable, every stack radiation gives you like 10% vulnerable, the radiation procs on this weapon will be quite good. But right now, it's not that impressive. The weapon does come only with radiation and a puncher, and those two together are generally nothing. So thank God we have Prime Heater Charge. Without Prime Heater Charge being the main damage, or the highest damage type on this weapon, oof, this weapon would be much weaker. So nice. Chaining has always been a really good spot for like years now. They always been good. Atomas is good, Nucor, Cyclone, always. It doesn't matter even if they nerf stats on them. They have chaining. That's like more than enough. The game is a horde game, and the whole point of it is kill enemies fast. And this weapon does in a really good speed. Effortless. Alright, the Acolyte is here. I will use my third ability twice to armor strip him. One. Oh, never mind, once. Once we destroy the shield. Oh, he's immortal, give him a second. He crowd controlled me. He crouch controlled me again. Can I play the game, please? Stop it. I am prime shit-footed. Please, I have prime shit-footed. You're not supposed to do that. Oh, help. Let me just go down here real quick. I said I got the worst one. I got the worst one. Oh, I will use some buffs just to speed it up. Yeah, he has the immunity to projectiles. Come on. Please. Yeah, I won't be able to kill him with this thing. This is a clear weapon, not a single targeter. It has like low base damage. So I have to abandon, boys. Sadly. But yeah, that's the build, that's the weapon. It's time for me to leave. And I'll be right back. Ah! And there you have it. That's the gay secondary. It absolutely works. The clear speed is absolutely solid. The single target is weak. You kind of have to use like a mega buffer to make it like a good single targeter. But believe me, don't focus on it that much. It's all about clear. And it works. That's the build. That's the weapon. I hope you enjoyed the build. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like, sub. And of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.